I'll go ahead and level up. As long as I'm here. And we're gonna increase magicka. Probably I'm gonna focus more on increasing magicka now than health. So the most part, I try not to get hit very much. Mainly try to use medium range magic or a bow, and you know, I use the axe, but use it probably less than anything else because I try not to get that close so that they can hit me so hard. And she likes to run away, so I'm probably not going to put too much focus into health. She does like alchemy. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not?
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
I know, honey. I know you do.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
No, I'm actually looking to sell today rather than buy.
Everything's for sale, my friend.
Everything I have is for sale too.
Junk.
That's actually not
Me,
true.
I call them treasures.
Most of the stuff I have you cannot buy. But I will sell you a few things that I do not need. Such as that. And that. And that. And... I guess I don't need that now that I have that. Even though... Once I improve it though, the Argonian will be better, so... Sell that. And... That's so heavy. Don't need that. Kinda wanted to hold on to that just because it's a set. Oh my gosh, I don't need that. No wonder my weight was so high. $12 points for 10 seconds. Let's sell that one then. Really should have taken that haggling thing when I was buying all those spells. I didn't realize I was going to buy so many spells until I was already deep in there. I didn't even think of it. Well, that would have been smart. Oh, right there. 70 books to read. Guess I should do some smithing. But not right now. Thanks!
Do come back.
Mm-hmm. Creepy. Alrighty.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Excuse me. I happen to be the Thane of Whiterun, and I've helped the Jarl a lot, and I killed a dragon, and I only stole once or twice. Hey, Adrian. I'll be back later to practice my smithing. Promise. Everybody's got a cold in this town. Now I'm coughing. I probably caught it from the people in Skyrim. Alright. So I think that that cave was to the west. But it's me, so who knows if that's accurate or not. Somebody just wrote to me a day or two ago and said that they got Skyrim after starting to watch this Let's Play. Oh dear. And apparently, due to my extreme care around giants and not entering their territory, I had given the erroneous impression that giants were friendly. And I apologize for that, and for the horrible death which your character suffered due to that impression. Giants are not particularly friendly if you get up into their territory. I just try to keep my distance and only approach them when they're, you know, walking around. Because they're a little more friendly then. And certainly never draw your weapon around them. So, apologies for any misunderstandings that might have occurred. It's interesting. So did my familiar die as soon as I was out of combat? Because it, you know, he was conjured automatically because of that spell. There's two people up there. I don't know what that thing is, that taller thing. It's like, reminds me of the beacon from Mass Effect. Maybe it's just a tree. It probably is just a tree. But from this distance, it looks like it's made of stone. I'm sure that cave is around here somewhere. But I kind of want to go see what that's all about over there. Yeah, that is a tree in the background. This had a really interesting shape. Oh, and those were not people at all. These two things look like people from a distance. I thought maybe they were hunters or something. Dustman's Cairn? Is that blood? Well, I'm here and I took all their moss. Right? I might as well see what's in there. Now watch, I'll be down there for 3 hours going, why did I do this? I made a terrible mistake. Oh, it sounds like these things are gonna collapse. What even weapons do I have? What is that? Sure, let's see what that does. Ooh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh wow, this is really hard to cast. Well, that's really interesting. Oh, damn it, I had the wrong one equipped. Oh hey. No, I'll get that in a minute. Oh! It did work! That's the, area soul capture that it said wasn't gonna work. That Inferno thing is frickin' awesome. So... now I'm confused. I think that instead of conjuring my familiar, it's doing my oak armor spell and the area soul trap spell. And I thought that when I tried to add the area soul trap spell, it was like, oh, you can't put that one in here. I don't know. The whole thing is very confusing to me. Oh yeah. Here's a book. Battle of Sancre Tor. Two-handed. What am I gonna do with that? I'm gonna read this one. It's story time, boys and girls. So you might skip ahead a few minutes if you hate it when people do that. So it looks kind of interesting. The Battle of Sancre Tor. I apologize for mispronouncing anything. In 2E 852, allied Nord and Breton forces crossed the borders into Cyrodiil and occupied the major passes and settlements in the Jarl Mountains. Making their headquarters for the winter at Sancre Tor, the Nord-Breton allies dared King Cuchulainn's new general Talos to assault them and their mountain fastnesses. When they learned that General Talos had mustered an army in the dead of winter and was marching to assault Sancre Tor, they were elated. Sancre Tor was impregnable, its citadel on high cliffs overlooking the lower city, nestled in a high mountain basin with steep, unscalable cliffs in their rear. The Cyrodiilic army was small, poorly trained and outfitted, short on rations, and unprepared for winter campaigning. As their ragged units assembled in the lowlands beneath the citadel, the Nord-Breton allies confidently assumed that their enemy had delivered himself into their trap. The citadel was not only protected by an unscalable cliff in front and unscalable heights in their rear, but the entrance to the citadel was magically concealed under the appearance of a large mountain lake in the basin beneath the heights. Accordingly, the Nord-Breton allies left on a small force. I think that's supposed to be left only a small force to defend the citadel, descending through lower passages to attack and overwhelm the cold, hungry Cyrodiilic forces before them. They expected to defeat, overrun, and annihilate General Talos' army, leaving no one to oppose their springtime descent into the Cyrodiilic heartlands. Thus did General Talos lure the Nord-Breton allies to their doom. Leaving a weak force in the lowlands to draw out the defenders, General Talos approached the citadel of Sancre Tor from the rear, descending the supposedly unscalable heights behind the citadel and sneaking into the supposedly magically concealed entrance to the inner citadel. This remarkable feat is attributed to the agency of a single unnamed traitor. By tradition, a Breton turncoat sorcerer who revealed both the existence of an obscure mountain trail down the heights behind the citadel and the secret of the citadel entrance concealed beneath its illusory lake surface. While the Cyrodiilic army in the lowlands fought a desperate defense against the Nord-Breton sortie, General Talos and his men entered the citadel, swept aside the sparse defense, captured the Nord-Breton nobles and generals, and compelled them to surrender the citadel and their armies. The confused and demoralized Nord captives, already suspicious of the scheming High Rock sorcerer aristocracy and their overreaching dreams of Heartland's conquests, deserted the alliance and swore loyalty to Tiber Septim. The Skyrim generals joined their rank and file in Tiber Septim's army. The High Rock Battle Mage command was summarily executed and the captive Bretons imprisoned or sold into slavery. Thus was the concerted allied invasion of Cyrodiil foiled, and General Talos' army swelled by the hardened Nord veteran troops that played so crucial a role in General Talos' succeeding campaigns, which consolidated the Colovian and Nabinian into the core of the Cyrodiilic Empire, and which resulted in the crowning of General Talos as Emperor Tiber Septim. Historians marvel at Tiber Septim's tactical daring in assaulting a fortified mountain citadel in the dead of winter against vastly superior numbers. Later, Tiber Septim attributed his unwavering resolve against overwhelming obstacles to have been inspired by his divine vision of the Amulet of Kings in the tomb of Raymond III. The young Talos may indeed have been inspired by his belief that he was fated to recover this ancient sacred symbol of the Covenant and to lead Tamriel to the high civilization of the Third Empire. Nonetheless, this should in no way reduce our admiration for the dash and genius of this defining military triumph against impossible odds. Very military story. Not generally Reesha's kind of reading material, but I think when she saw it was about Talos, who she apparently has this connection to, or at least something in common with, she wanted to read it. So you can be mad at her if you didn't like that story.